look a little bit.
Good morning.
Are we on? Oh my gosh. Good morning.
Good. Happy Good Friday.
Yes.
Happy Friday.
Happy
day.
good, yeah.
Oh, happy day. I think that's a song. Good morning, everybody. Don't
Yes, it
share
is.
yet.
Don't share.
Don't share. I've got to go.
We
on
have to
to my
change
time.
the settings. Okay, there you are.
I got to find it.
And let's see what we got going. And Wendy, good morning. Good morning. She's with us. You're right on it, Wendy. And Brenda, good morning, Brenda. Okay, I got to share this. To my not yet. Not yet. Don't share.
It is not showing up again. It's not on my timeline, even though I told it to go there. So, go to Enlightened World. That may be where you all are finding it already. No, it's not there. This is so strange.
Okay, I was able to share it on my time. Good morning, Carol. Yeah, this has been a really strange technical morning for Teri. So, put some good tech vibes out there for us.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Lights blown over. It's really windy here this morning. It's going to hit 49 degrees tomorrow morning, which for any of you who have ever been in Florida or know much about Florida, the weather here has been so reflective of what's going on in the world. It's up and down and hot and cold and in and out. Good morning, Deirdre, and good morning, Catherine. How is everybody?
Everyone. Sherry, good morning to you. Randy Speller, hi. Good morning.
Hi,
Happy
Sherry.
Friday to you too.
Hi, Randy.
Brenda Riley. Hi, everybody. Thank you for finding us.
Yeah.
When I set this up, I tell it where to go live, and it's just kind of ignoring that I exist. So, I don't know. We'll just go with the flow. I'm not going to resist anything right now.
When she started this morning, it wouldn't even show her picture on her Facebook page. And
I didn't have a face.
I know, she didn't have one. Hi, Susie.
Faceless. Yes, when to share it from Enlightened World Network. That's where we are streaming right now with some beautiful people on here. Please share this out if you're watching.
And Becky.
I'm sharing it into my groups, so please share it into yours.
Yeah.
And did you share it into the family?
I have not. Let me share that right now. I'm sure Wendy has already beat me to it. Okay, I just did. And how's everybody doing this morning? I mean, I'll tell you, Teri and I have been off the property for a total of 20 minutes. We drove to a friend's house. Sherry Seymour, who's on here with us every morning, she makes beautiful organic soaps. And so she had some soap for us that we went and got. That's the only time we've been off this property in almost it'll be 4 weeks on Sunday. And it's beautiful here. It's awesome here. We can get away from each other, in different places, but we're really ready for this to be over, and we still have several weeks in front of us being quarantined.
I woke up this morning like, are we done yet? Can we please be done with all of this?
Yeah. Have we learned? Is our timeout over?
Yeah, my face was missing off my profile. It was just like this blurry stuff. All right, so Wendy, I got something for you this morning. You ready?
Okay.
That's for you, Wendy.
Good morning, Lisa.
Hi, everybody.
Parvati, Diane.
We're jamming this morning.
Oh, man, I was starting to get into it, too.
You can only play just a snippet of a song, or Facebook slaps your hand, takes your post down, and says, you can't do that.
Okay.
So I played just a few minutes of, or just really not even a minute of it.
30 seconds, maybe.
But that's for our darling Wendy, our moderator. We all love you so much, Wendy. And thank you for being here in our life.
and Diane and Deirdre, also our other two moderators. And I mean, I'll tell you what, it's, you know, with everything that we've got going on, it's really tough to keep everything going. Okay, you got to tell me why you're laughing.
Deirdre, oh my God. Let's do some
Oh my
humor.
God.
I've had a bit of
Yay!
good news. I found that after a year and a half of payments, I'm finally on my air conditioner.
Good. Congratulations, Deirdre.
You're the proud
Yes.
owner of an air conditioner.
That is
Let's
awesome.
get humor going. Yeah, like it's like Groundhog Days. Days keep repeating. Oh my God, isn't that the truth?
Oh, it is. Good morning, Robert Dosa. How you doing this morning? I love that.
Oh, what else y'all got for us?
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
make each other laugh. That's
Oh,
what I
I
need
know.
this morning. I need some
Oh.
laughter in my life right
No
now.
kidding.
Oh, Carol, you've had that song in your head for days. That's not a bad song to have in your head.
Yeah,
though.
I know.
Yeah, it's really a beautiful tribute to our Wendy Diane's here. And Susan Francis.
I know that a lot of you, I mean, I loved the Association, Chicago, the Turtles, you know, all of those groups. I really, when she plays these songs or something, it just takes me back to when I was a teenager or when I was younger. I used to listen to the radio. Of course, we all had our little radios and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world to have my radio in my room. I thought, oh my gosh, I
know,
died
right?
and gone to heaven.
I was so into music when I was a teenager, and in my house, okay, I grew up in a very dysfunctional home, okay? But also, just to honor my father, he was very ill. He had a lot of things going on physically. But the kids in the home were to be not seen, not heard. So for me to be able to play music, I had to keep it low, but at least I could play it a little bit and listen to it. And that, you know, that was like one of those things that takes you somewhere and you don't have to deal with anything unpleasant or things that are going on. So our music songs are time machine. They absolutely are.
Yes.
So that brings us to the question of the day, because, you know, right now we're in this space where it's like one day turns into another, and it's like we don't even know sometimes what we've done. So the question of the day is a very interesting one that came up today, and the angels pulled these, so I know it's not me bringing them up. But the question is there something in my life that makes me forget time while I'm doing it? And what is it?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Let me just show it on the screen.
Good morning, Sherry Hines, and good morning, John Stewart. Yes, we are doing well. A little stir crazy, but well.
I don't know, so I can type that in, but if you'll type it in for us all, is there something in my life that makes me forget time while I'm doing it? And what is it? And you know, in the past, I've had so many things. Reading for me, reading a book.
Type it in.
Reading a book, time just like goes away, and I can sit and read sometimes until like 2:00 in the morning, and my eyes are falling out of my head. But what are those things for you that just kind of, you just go and, you know, time, it doesn't even matter what's happening with the time passing.
Good morning,
Listening to
Peggy.
music. Oh, good morning, Stacy Lord. Thank you for coming on.
Good morning, Stacy and Peggy.
The cousins are here.
Yeah. And Brenda says, I find some songs have angelic messages in their lyrics, and I always go and read the lyrics. That's a great idea. Yeah.
And Deirdre says the answer is music. Yeah, I think for a lot of us, it's just, if I can sit and play like the old songs from when I grew up, if I can play those in a row, just let them play, I can listen to that for hours. And it's like, you know, whatever's going on is not that important anymore.
Carol says photography, painting, hiking, and dancing. Yeah.
Making the posters for the group. Thank you, Wendy.
Yes, Wendy.
Yeah. And you know what is your passion? So if you're doing something and time is just not even an issue, but you're just doing it because it touches your heart, that's a passion for you. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, whatever you're doing, it's like, wow, you know, I want to do that like all the time. Yeah. So what's that passion that's inside of you that's making it something so big that's consuming you.
You know, most of us, Terry, and I know you've done the workshops and everything else. You've conducted them, and you've probably taken them. I know I have. Is everybody's like, what's my life purpose? What's my mission and everything?
Yeah.
And it really does boil down to what's your passion, because whatever your passion is, I have seen consistently over time, whatever your passion is, that has something to do with your purpose.
It does.
It really does,
Absolutely.
and your mission.
Yeah, and that's what when I have my clients, and that's their primary question, then we try to see, okay, what are you passionate about? What is it for you? That's one thing. And Stacy said dancing and cooking. Yeah, cooking's another one. And I know you love to cook.
Yeah.
I used to be a really good cook, but not so much anymore. But I know that you, living by myself,
it
I
makes
have
a difference.
to.
Yeah.
But I know when you're in your kitchen, you're in your zone.
Yeah, I am.
And that's what it comes down to. You're in that zone of, that's a focus. Just like, writing's a focus, reading's a focus. Yeah. So where is your focus? And that's what is going to take you into that beautiful energy of all is well. All is well when you're in that zone. So yeah, keep putting your answers in. What is your passion? What's the thing that when you're doing it, it's just like, time? What's time? Because in reality, there is no time.
I know.
Reminds us of those that are no longer with us.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
I think it's music. I think she's referring to music.
Oh, yes.
And
yes,
that
so
always,
true.
I had one of my great loves. I've had many loves in my life, but he was a musician. And so when he would be playing in public, he would adapt songs to me. And to this day, when I hear a song he did that with, and he was a blues musician, and I mean, it just takes me literally right back. Or a song like hearing that song from the Association, Windy, it takes me right back to the time when it was so popular or when it had meaning to me. And it does. It transports you. Yeah. And that's, I think, why they use music so much in workshops and that, because it elicits so much emotion.
It does. And it takes you back to sometimes to that moment when you first heard that song, or a moment when you had maybe a romantic relationship with the romantic songs with that person that you were with, and, something really warm and special. So it really does take you somewhere. And the interesting part, my best friend, her father was a musician, and he is passed, and he has come to me with a song many times because he wants to get a message to her. So even in spirit, they use what's familiar. So they can use a song, and it was so funny the first time it happened, and we were living together at the time, and she came in, and I said, what is this song that I keep hearing? I'm physically hearing it in my ears, but nothing is on. No electronics are on. And she just started laughing, and it was her dad. It was him singing to her. So every time he would come through to give her a message, he'd sing to her. And I'm he was a professional musician, and she would go around with him when he would sing. And she sang also. She, not professionally, but she loved to sing. So every time he would come in, she just burst out in tears because of that memory with that song of her being with him. So, music is really amazing. And I fully believe that came to us from the sixth dimension, from that geometric energy that brought that knowledge to put notes together. It's not something that we would just sit and think, oh, let me do this, and it might sound good. But these songs are inspired. Somebody mentioned that the angelic message that's in them, but there's songs that we can think of, like Imagine. Yeah. John Lennon's Imagine. Yeah. Just think of that song. And that was back in, the 60s? I think
60s or late 60s, early 70s, something like that.
And what a message to the world. And that's what we're looking at right now. Just imagine a world of peace. Imagine what it would be like if everybody just accepted and loved each other.
Absolutely.
that's what we're going into, and that's our time right now to imagine that, to bring it forward, to create it.
Diane Allison Beiersdorfer says, "Inner child work is my passion," and this is a perfect example of your passion being your mission. If I don't know if how many of you have been joining Diane daily. She goes on anywhere from 10 to 12 every day. She is amazing. She has been leading us through these meditations, and we do tea parties for breathing at the bottom of the pool. And she did a video the other day where she played with shaving cream. And so her passion is inner child work, and that's what she does with others to bring the inner child out in them and to heal their inner child and help them get in touch with it. It's the perfect example of a passion being your mission.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Hi,
thank
Carolyn
you, Diane.
and Annie. And on that note,
is it Cousin Annie?
It's Cousin Annie.
Hi, Cousin Annie, and see Megan, Michael, sorry.
Yeah, on that note about Diane,
yeah.
I really hope that you all are going to spend a little bit of time with us on Easter at Enlightened World Network. Our darling Jeryl Ann recorded a video that will be played on that Easter celebration. It starts at 1:30. Her video will be played, but also Diane recorded this beautiful video for us, and it's play, and it's having fun on Easter. So I hope you'll tune in to hear both of those ladies. And my darling Prince is going to sing The Prayer, one of my favorite songs, and he does an absolutely amazing job of it. So we're going to have some really good eggs in our Easter basket to open up on Easter, and starting at 1:30 Eastern time. And I hope you'll join us for that, because it's going to be a fun time together. And that's, we're supposed to have fun. And a lot of people on Easter, they don't think of having fun, but we are, and we know that that's going to lift the vibration. So put it on your calendar now and plan on joining us.
That'll be wonderful. Deirdre says, because music is quantum soul lever.
Mm-hmm. Level.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, level.
It is. That's what our soul resonates with, is that the notes and the everything, and the lyrics too. It's what we're hearing them and we're like, oh, I get that. Yeah. There's some lyrics I don't get, but but lyrics like in Imagine and things like that, it just takes you to that place, and your soul knows that that's something that we should be paying attention to. Imagine peace, imagine love.
And Catherine, her Spanish guitar, and Robert, those are the same for him. When he had a guitar, when he was practicing, he would just get lost in it. So, yeah, I think music is that great unifier, that great common bond that all of us love music of some form or another. And, but that also, in all of the shows that I've been doing about water, when Dr. Emoto took water and he played different different types of music. And here's what happened. The music, like if it was Bach or Beethoven or really uplifting music, when they took the pictures of the water crystals, they would be these beautiful hexagonal forms like snowflakes. And when they played music that was like an acid punk, hard rock kind of jarring music, the crystals were all distorted. So think about it. Our bodies are 70 to 85% water. The planet is covered, at least on the top, 70% water. So music is that healing tool, and they use music for healing all the time.
Yes, they do.
It is that healing tool that lifts the vibration of our bodies and of our planets. Mm-hmm. So whatever music we're listening to, it's really having an impact on how our body is performing throughout the day. So when I do my water show on the transformation days, I show pictures of these crystals. And when I drink my water, and I have things that written on my water bottle and everything, I want those yummy, good crystals in my body. That's what I want my body to look like inside. So when we're drinking our water, you can even just talk to your water, but play it music. If you have your water, that you have your filtered water, whatever kind of water it is, play wonderful music and set your water bottle by it. And you will literally, not only will the vibration of the music be transmuting you, but on a whole nother level, you'll be taking it into your body through your water as well.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Yes, and I hope you all read this message by Michael.
Michael,
I
yes.
was listening to Mozart and playing for my furry kids, and my new adopted kitty, is really resonating with this. He lived outside for years, and he is healing now from wounds. I see him close his eyes and lift his head, ears perked to listen to those beautiful sounds.
Yeah.
Animals really respond to energy.
Yeah.
So that energy that's coming from whatever music we're playing.
Right.
It's like before my gizmo died last year, I would play our angelic Reiki music, and he would you could just see the soothing that it did for him. And that's the other thing. When we do healing, we play music. If any of you have had angelic Reiki, or if you attended our workshop on grief, that Kevin Morris did that at the end of the workshop, and that's the music that I'm referring to. It has an energy to it. It has the angelic Reiki attuned into that energy, and it heals. Music heals us from the inside because our body resonates and responds to it.
And the beauty is, animals don't have that egoic block. They're just right there with the vibration. When I have a room, in fact, that's where Teri's broadcasting from most of the time, where I do angelic Reiki treatments, and I play the music, and that my two fur babies here, Angel and Brookie, they have to be in that room when I'm doing a treatment, because they just lay there and they absorb the energy. So our animals teach us that we have these constructs or patterns that don't want to be healed, and so sometimes we'll block what's really good for us out. Animals don't do that. It's kind of, how we say, oh my gosh, if my dog doesn't like you or my cat doesn't like you, I'm going to pay attention to that.
They respond to the frequency.
They do.
So what frequency are you putting out? And Robert Joseph brought that up. Yeah. And that's what I was talking about. The sixth dimension, for those of you that aren't familiar with dimensions, that's the geometric dimension. That's sacred geometry. Okay. And Archangel Metatron brings all of that sacred geometry to us, so that form is created from sacred geometry. Everything that has form was created that way. Music is no exception. Music is sacred geometry. So the frequency can be different from one song to another. And that's what you were talking about when the water responds to it. Just think about if there's a music genre that you don't like. I don't like the rap that's like really obnoxious and uses all the language that just irks me and irritates me. But there's other songs and other types of music that I just respond to. Yeah. Some of it makes me in a happy mood. Some of it, like I listen to the blues, not because I'm depressed or anything, but I just love that genre of music. I love Billie Holiday. I love all the old singers of the blues. And it just, I don't know, it doesn't make me down. Some people can't listen to the blues. They're like, oh, that's too depressing. But listen to the frequency of it. Because it just takes you, each genre will take you to a different place. Yeah,
Wendy says she plays a meditation CD. It has bird songs and sounds of nature. My dogs sleep to it when I want them to settle down. Yeah. Again, exactly. Our animals are so smart.
The animals they put out a frequency as well. Like these ospreys that we have, Lucy and Ricky. Good morning. Lucy's already been very vocal this morning. Yeah. I think from the minute I woke up, I was hearing her little song that she sings. But they do. They hear the whales. This has been recorded. The whales put out a frequency. The dolphins, they all are very high energy, and that's what they put out. And it is healing. Many people listen to those sounds, like the whales.
right.
that have been
I know.
recorded.
Yeah, and they have it in the birthing rooms and that.
Yes, exactly.
Good morning, Francie. Susie Earhart's sister, Francie, is on. One of
Good
my
morning.
adopted big sisters when I was growing up. Hi up. She's up in Illinois. Hi. And Francie, she posted a picture yesterday. I think she has 4 dogs. I know at least there were 3 in that group of that picture that she had, and 2, another picture where the 2 were snuggling. We're talking about animals and how they respond to music. That was a very musical family. They did musicals and all kinds of things. So,
yeah, you're right, Wendy. Even Wally emits a frequency.
Yes.
And it was so funny. We had Karen Palmer and I had John Raymer and Summer Joy Raymer on yesterday, and Summer was seeing, and she's never watched the Coffee and Conversation, but she was telling her husband John, she goes, "Oh, I see a vision of Teri out, with the alligators," and I just started laughing, and I said, "We have an alligator that sits with us usually in the mornings. I haven't seen Wally today. I didn't see him yesterday either, but it's very windy." So she was seeing that energy that happens when Wally comes around, and I do. I talk to Wally. I say good morning to him. I talk to all the animals. I guess I'm a little strange. I'm like Dr. Seuss. I talk to the animals. But yeah, they do. Everything has a frequency. Everything has vibration. Even the rocks. There's energy in those rocks. There's energy in the wood. Everything is energy, and that's so proven. That's not something we just say. No, science has really helped us to see frequency and helped us to see that, the vibration of what's going on. So yeah, just look at the energy of things. Yeah, Jean Loria.
Good morning, Jean. Hi.
Oh, thank you, Wendy, for posting that. And our group is growing. We're over 300 now. And I think, aren't we coming up close to 400, Wendy? I think I saw yesterday that we really are rising in numbers.
Yeah.
And thank you, Wendy. I know you're sharing it with so many people. I invited some more people yesterday. If each of us invites people that you think would really rest group, I mean, even if they come in and join a group and they say, "Nah, that's not for me," that's okay. Fine. That's okay. But,
it's all right.
But you never know.
Not everybody's cup of tea.
Need this. Yeah, there may be people out there that really need some words of encouragement or ways to share their burdens, like their prayer requests. We do that for anybody that's new watching. We share prayers, and take all that burden from one person and share it with a group. Yeah. And wind chimes. Oh my gosh, wind chimes really take me to a whole new dimension. Yeah. I don't even know what dimension it is. And gongs. Jeryl Ann has these beautiful gongs. You want to tell us the history of your gongs?
Yeah, this is and they're my husband is really a really good guy. He's a kind man. He always helps everybody out. And somebody that he helped out created for him years and years and years ago this set of it's like they're chimes, but the longest chime is probably over 6 foot long, and they're about this big around. And so when they chime, it's more like a gong, a deep, deep gong. We literally have to have them tied to the tree for the most part and bring them in, because otherwise it would keep the whole neighborhood awake all the time. So when it's really, really windy, you can hear them. And they're deep, that deep guttural sound. And oh my gosh, during the hurricanes, wasn't that crazy? I mean, you heard them nonstop during the hurricanes.
Yesterday it was pretty windy, so I had the pleasure of listening to them. I love them myself, and I love the big round gongs that you hit with that thing. Yeah. When you hit it, that sound is another one that just goes all through you, and you're just like, ooh, I know I've just been zapped.
Mm-hmm. And Wendy says she has a water feature, and that's the other thing. I do too. And in fact, that's what I did my video by yesterday. And just having a small water, like I have just a little tiny pond, just tiny, and a little double layer of thing that it trickles down, and it has that kind of waterfall effect. And I love listening to that and going to sleep to that. It's right outside my window, and I listen to that every night when I go to sleep. And in fact, I can hear it now because it's just on the other side of this little area here.
Yeah, and I hear it at night as well.
Yeah.
And very beautiful. And I love the sound of the river, too, when the waves come in.
Yeah.
And you just hear it sloshing up against the wall. Very beautiful sound. Right now, it's a little choppy, so...
I wanted to bring up just briefly, while I've got quite a few people here, well, there's only 12 now, I missed my window, about the workshop this morning at 11 o'clock. So the workshop is 11 o'clock. There is an event post on Angelic River Family, and there's a link to the Zoom room, and come on into the Zoom room. And today we're going to be bring a pad of paper and a pencil, because we're going to be doing some writing as far as figuring out how we want to, how you need to progress, or how we're going to progress. And please do come in if you can. And we're calling it an addictions workshop, but basically it's, and we do have, whether it's maybe you want to get off sugar, cigarettes, whatever it is, we're going to look at all those things. Maybe it's a behavior that you just don't like, that you've been completely displaying over and over again. These are all, it could be shopping, it could be gambling, it could be any number of things. TV, it doesn't matter what it is. We're going to do kind of we're going to look at them, and then we're going to get a progress plan, an action plan in place. So please, if you can, join me at 11 a.m. in Zoom, and we'll go from there. And I'm looking forward to it.
If this resonates with you at all, please do this. I'll be on to say hello to everybody, and then I have a meeting that I have to go to this morning. But I really encourage you to come on to that. And I want to thank C. Megan Michael, who shared this in her group. It's called High Vibrational Mastery.
Yes.
And let's collaborate. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, this is a time where we're realizing that collaboration is the key. It's what gets the message out there faster than anything and reaches the people that we want to reach. Like our little group, we're 300, getting up on 400. But if we collaborate with other groups, like Enlightened World, has now taken us on to share this out far and wide,
right? Because
that's a bigger group that can get the message out there. And it also, if we're going through Enlightened World, this goes on to YouTube Live, or streaming live on YouTube right now, and also on Periscope, which is connected with Twitter. So, yeah, collaboration is what we found. It's what makes your message bigger. And we want that message to reach whoever needs to hear it. It's not the numbers of people. It's that person that might not have seen our group, but maybe they saw Enlightened World's message that went out about our group. So, yeah, that's absolutely. And thank you. Thank you for doing that and for bringing that up, because it is important. Like I said earlier, if one of us has a burden on our heart, that's us. But if we share it in the group, then the whole group takes that, and it's not so hard to carry. So collaborate.
C is amazing. I just actually got to meet who she was here in the last year, and she is, you can tell her whole mission is to heal others and to help others, and whether it's animals, whether it's people, it doesn't matter what it is. Her heart is so in the right spot, and her mission is love. Her message is love, and she's just an amazing person.
We're so glad you're with us. Thank you.
It's nice that you're joining us.
Speaking of healing, any of you that are interested, I will be doing a group healing on Sunday. Did I say Sunday at 4?
Yes, Sunday.
That's after our Easter program. So, Sunday at 4 in our group, I will be doing an energy modality that's called Time Heals. And this is one that was brought through, channeled from the angels, from the Ascended Masters. And I'm doing this in the group for all of us. It's a beautiful modality. We work with the chakras and the angelic energy. So you're welcome to come into that if you want. If your soul says yes, then come on in. And thank you.
I have to say, Deirdre, I can't wait to meet you in person, because after the water element thing, she goes, doesn't that make you want to have to pee?
I know, I laughed at it.
I know, it was so funny.
That was funny. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, that's a beautiful message. See, I love that.
Oh, Kimberly, Cole's Venter came in. Good morning, Kimberly.
Yeah, the angels have told me just to say yes. So, so the answer to your question, if we can come in and be guests on her live stream in May.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
and Carol said, "Is there a way to see who is in this group?" Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Go to the group, and on the left there's a menu, and it says members, and just click on that, and it will show you. It'll list all the members of the group. Carol.
Yeah, Kimberly came in. Good morning, Kimberly. Rick Morrow. Good morning to you and Josie. She's probably watching this with you.
Hi, Rick and Josie.
Yeah, so this has been a beautiful discussion this morning. It just really took us to a good place. And don't we want that right now?
Absolutely.
To be really lifted. I woke up I was in an okay space, but I was also like, so tired of this already. Can't we just be done?
Yeah.
And so then coming on here, it was like, time doesn't matter. And we talked about doing those things. Our question of the day, where my card went. Question of the day, what is it that you do? What's your passion that time just flies? It just isn't even an issue. So I'm really happy that we had that discussion. And the angels had me draw that card for that reason, so that we could all look at that. Catherine, you can't see us. I think we're here. I see us. So I know you got kicked off earlier. Maybe just refresh, Catherine, and everything will be okay. Everything will be okay.
Good morning, Sally.
Sally's here. Hi, honey. Oh, Sally, I saw that beautiful message from your wife yesterday, and she's in our group now.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, okay, good.
Beautiful, and I'm so glad she's doing well. And we have had so many reports of people that are doing well.
Yeah.
And so that's the important thing to look at. Keep putting your prayer requests in there, people, day after day. Yeah. If there's somebody on your heart, we've had good reports from Daisy Wallace.
Yes.
From Sally's wife. I know there's more. Somebody got off of a ventilator. That was reported yesterday. That was Karen Palmer that had put someone in for us to pray for. There's just all these people, and I have one on my heart today, and I know Jeryl does, and we'll share that when it's time. But, just keep putting those in there, and she's so drawn to your voices. Oh, how sweet.
Oh, that is so nice. And we were sending cards to Sylvia. In fact, Teri and I are going to send another card out. I have another card request, and I posted it. Her name is Dorothy. She's 95 years old, and I have a friend here locally, Heather Harper. It's her mom, and she was put in the hospital. She had some really, not COVID-19, but some other really serious health concerns, and they transferred her from the hospital to rehab. Unfortunately, because she was in the hospital, they're keeping her quarantined in her room for 20 days. And no one but, of course, the nurses can go in. And a lot of times in rehab, they're so busy. It's not like she has the momentary exchange with them. And so she's trying to get her stamina and her energy back up. And so she can only walk around her room. So I posted her picture and I posted her address. And I'm asking, if you get a minute, send her a card, please, just to lift her spirits. She's 95. She is a fighter. She is a feisty gal. I just love her. And please send her a card and let her know you're praying for her and thinking of her.
Absolutely.
Because you can only imagine what joy that would bring. So that's kind of what we want to do too, is bring joy, and not just her, but Teri, anyone, anyone, right?
Anyone, and we can collect those, and how we are doing the topics in our group, so we can find things quickly.
Yeah,
we can make a topic with addresses, so that you can go in there and you can just click on whichever one you're resonating with, or send it to all of them.
All
And the thing is, it's like when somebody loses somebody and you're trying to console them, you don't know what to say. Sometimes that's how it is when somebody's sick and you don't know what to say, or maybe they're just, struggling at the end of their days. It doesn't matter what you say. It really doesn't. It's what the intention is. So if you don't know the words to say to somebody, but you want to send them a message, just say, "I'm praying for you. I love you." That's all.
That's simple. Yeah.
Let's keep it simple,
keep it
people.
simple.
And just do that. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn out letter. I mean, my card I wrote to Sylvia, I was like, I think I need more room. But, I just wanted to share with her what her daughter meant to me, because I've known Sherry now for a few years. And she has helped me so tremendously during my cancer struggle I had last year. She was very instrumental in helping me through that. And she would send me moringa. If any of you are familiar with what that is, she made sure that I had a supply of moringa, because it's a healing herb that helps you after, or before, or after, or any time, really. Yeah. It helps the body to heal. So I just love my Sherry Myers, and I know she pops in every once in a while and listens to us.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Wendy, for posting that. And let's start taking some prayer requests in here.
So I'm lifting up Dorothy Holden. I want to say that's her last name. And I did put a topic in the group with the post of Dorothy, I think it was. But also I want to lift up her daughter, Heather, because if you can imagine, your parent, it's just her and her mom. I mean, she's very socially active, but we're all in isolation, so you can only imagine how she feels that her mom is in the nursing home, in rehab. She can't be with her, and it's hard. And for those of you who also have family and loved ones that you can't be with and you're concerned about, add them in. We'll lift them up, and we'll lift you up. See Megan Michael, she said she also healed from cancer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
there's many of us that had to go through that experience. And I just put in a name, Camille Desam, my beautiful friend, who right now is struggling. She has been dealing with cancer for a few years now, I think. She's had surgeries. She's had radiation. I believe she had chemo as well. And now she has fibrotic tissue in her lung, and they're going in this morning. In 2 hours. Mm-hmm. They're going to go in and remove that fibrotic tissue and expand her lungs. And she has asked if we would place her in our circle today for healing.
Not good news. Daisy Wallace had a relapse and she needs to go back into the hospital today. So we will definitely lift. Hey, we did it before. We can do it again. So we'll lift Daisy up.
And Sally, you're a 15-year survivor of cancer. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. There's many success stories. It used to be cancer. When you heard that word, that was like an automatic death sentence. And now it's not. And when I got the diagnosis last year that I had breast cancer, I knew that wasn't a fatal thing for me. I knew that there was going to be a resolution, that it was going to be removed from my body. I wasn't sure how, if it was just going to energetically go, which would have been great, but I went through the double mastectomy. So there's, we came a long way with cancer. We're coming a long way with any disease that's in our world. And so whatever the issue is with your loved ones, just don't give up hope. There's hope, and just turn it over and release that energy, and we can release that here with our whole group pulling together for that.
See, Megan, she asked us to add her mom, Elaine Michael. She's 90 and assisted living. I remember you had her birthday party pictures. She's a friend. See, Megan is a
Elaine
friend
Michael.
of John Fiore's.
Oh my
as
gosh,
well.
I'm
John-
sorry.
Yeah. John and I
You
went
know
to
what I
school
mean
together.
by
yeah.
that.
John is one of my besties.
Love my
I
John.
know.
I wish he was on here. He's
I
so much
do
fun.
too. But if you would like to, please go to our Angelic River family, and we would love to send your mom cards. And please, if you're willing, give us her address and everything, and we'll be happy to send her. Hi, we're thinking of you cards. So if you think that would be appropriate.
I love your message. Yes, the words we speak to ourselves and the thoughts we think create our reality.
Yeah.
I say that every day, that thoughts
Yeah.
become things. Thoughts do
Yes.
become things. So if you're thinking healthy thoughts and saying, I am healthy,
Yes.
my body is working perfectly, those are thoughts you're feeding yourself. So I always try to do that in the morning. And those people that are constantly, I have this, I have that, I can't stop having this. They're feeding themselves that message. So make sure whatever after you say I am, that's what you want to happen, because that's what will happen.
Yeah, that vibration.
It's powerful.
Sally asked if we would lift up all the unemployed souls of the world.
Yes.
And absolutely, Sally. Yeah,
that's huge right now.
Yeah, I know my
Absolutely.
niece. And see, Megan said yes, she would like that. So please,
you.
we'll create a topic that maybe we'll just do a topic for all of the cards that we're sending out. A card topic.
We can do a card topic.
Yeah. And then that way
that.
people can go to the topic and look up cards and then see a list of names and addresses. So anyone else out there, if you have, and it doesn't have to be an elderly parent, if you have someone that you know is sick,
or somebody
has the
alone,
virus, or somebody by themselves.
I have a sister like that, and I would love for her to get cards.
Well, let's put your sister in there too.
My sister, she is my oldest sister. She was the firstborn in a family of 13 kids, and she's really doing great at her age of, I believe it's 87, somewhere around there. But she does live all by herself, and where they're at, it's like remote. Like this is remote. That's also tucked away from mainstream traffic and all that. So so we'll do a card topic.
Yeah, and thank you, Wendy. That's a good point. Any ideas that you have for this group that you think would help lift the planet up energetically, please let us know. Wendy is one of our moderators. Diane Allison Beiersdorfer and Deirdre Fitzsimmons is also our moderator. If you know them, you can always contact them as well. You can contact us, private message us. However, there's 5 of us that you can get a hold of. There's 5 ways to do it. 6 if you just go straight to the group and just post there. It is a public group. And we just, our whole mission is to create a community of love and of acceptance and to lift the vibration. Oh, I love this. I had an idea called Adopt a Senior.
Let's collaborate on that project.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's never an accident or coincidence that people come into our lives.
Absolutely.
So we're so happy you're here. And I'm also looking at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So you can continue to put your prayer requests in there. God knows what's on your heart.
Yeah.
Okay, Wendy. But please put your prayer requests. And if you don't feel an urge to type it in, at least hold that in your heart. Because when we go into this meditative time every day, we lift all of this up. That's why we say put it in there, because we lift you up and we gather together all of our energy to do that. To really, I've always heard where 2 or more are gathered, that's an expansion of that energy.
Yes.
Our voice is heard louder. Yeah. So we're going to shout out to God today all of these prayer requests, and when we lift our energy up to Him, He's going to really see that we all care. And that's the whole thing. It's a caring. It's compassion. It's love. That's what it is. So let's start our meditative prayer. And I'll try to give you all a view of the river, even though it's like really
Maybe
Not
after Monday,
a great
we can
morning.
get with C. Megan. I'll message her.
So here you go.
Oh, C. Megan also said, also prayer requests for Tipper Boo, my new rescue kitty. He still needs more healing, please. You got it.
Yes.
Tipper Boo.
Oh, Sally, favorite time of the day. Yes, it is prayer time.
Yes.
It is time to go inside and reach into that place inside of you that knows what compassion is, that knows what love is. And as we hear these prayer requests and read them and take them into our heart, that's what we're doing. We're empathizing, we're showing compassion, we're showing love. And that word love means different things to different people, but in this case, it's an unconditional love that we're pouring out from our hearts to everyone else that's here, everyone that's not even here with us physically, that out there somewhere in the world. The healthcare workers especially are being brought to my mind today. I know they have to be tired. I know that when I had that thought this morning of, can this be done, please? It wasn't just me. It was like all these people that have been giving and giving and giving, and some of them working double shifts and really pouring all of their energy into creating a healthier world through all of what's happening. So yes, let's please lift up our healthcare workers today. And my sister's one of those, so I love you, Sheila. Whew, okay, well, let's breathe. Focus on the breath. That's what takes us inside. Not only do we breathe the oxygen into our lungs, we breathe it into our energy fields, our chakras. So let's fill up every one of our chakras right now with the breath, letting that chi energy be replenished with a beautiful oxygen, beautiful energy of love, compassion. Pour it into every one of your energy centers when you bring it in. Bring in love. Breathe in peace. Breathe in gratitude. Hold some gratitude in your heart for those that you love, those that you ask us to love right along with you, to lift them up. Give thanks for them being in your life. Give thanks for the people that are helping out there, the healthcare workers. Hold them in your heart right now. Give gratitude. Say thank you. Thank you, thank you for what you do. I felt that wave of gratitude. That was beautiful. Continue to breathe in deeply. Breathe right into your heart. I feel emotions coming up to the surface with many of you today. It's all right. Let it come up. Let it flow like a river if you need to out of your eyes. It's okay. I'll cry right along with you. Take another deep breath in and bring this one right into your heart center. Just see it going to that beautiful heart. And let's anchor in some love into that heart. Breathe in the color green. That's the healing energy. Let's all breathe in green right now. And I'm reminded by Archangel Raphael to keep covering ourselves with that type of energy. The energy that heals, which is the energy of love. And now let's ground. I feel a need to ground with all of us today. Going down, 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 deep into Mother Earth. Envision it opened up, and right there you can see the crystalline center. Just let your roots go down as it opens up for you. Let the roots go out of your bottom of your feet, breathing into the center of Mother Earth. Being nurtured by Mother Earth, like a mother would hold a child, letting you know you're safe, you're secure, you're okay. We so need to hear that right now, that we're okay. Just feel that energy. Feel the Mother's love surrounding you. I feel Mother Mary helping with this, and Kuan Yin, all of the feminine energy that's coming through from our ascended masters, from our feminine aspect of the archangels. Archangel Sophia is telling us that she's holding us. And I just saw a big, bright green light come through, and that is the healing energy of love. Okay, let's pull that really beautiful grounding energy up, back up into our field, our energy field of the heart. Let it anchor in there with all that love that you pulled in earlier, that love and gratitude. Just take a moment and let that energy merge together. The grounding energy, the love energy. Just let that sit in your heart space. And now up above you, imagine a white light that's coming directly from God's source energy. And let that white light come through your crown chakra. Just see the top of your head opening to receive it. And that white light, which is pure, unconditional love from God, comes directly to your heart center, merging with these other powerful energies of love, the energy of grounding and balance. See it all forming a ball right there that's sitting in the center of your chest. That's your heart center. See that ball of light with those colors of green and pink and white all mixing in together. Focus on that. Focus on the ball that's sitting in the center of your chest. And imagine you can pick up that ball. You can pick up that chi ball of energy. And you can give it to whoever you want to give it to. Who are you passing your ball to right now? Is it that person that's so close to your heart that you want to be living the best life they can live, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually? Let's pass the ball today. This ball that's so full of spiritual energy. God has given us that ball for us to hand over to whoever is in need right now. So let's all imagine you can just take that ball and throw it, and that person's going to receive it. So throw the balls right now. Let's throw them out to the world, to the people that you've asked to be touched, to all the caregivers, to every person who's alone, to every person that's right now feeling a little out of sorts. Maybe they're still in fear about the coronavirus. Maybe they're still panicking about it, watching all of the statistics come in and seeing all the deaths and the disease. Let's send it to those who have lost someone. Send that ball right to them. And the beauty of this ball, just like with any ball, it will come back to you. These people are receiving it, and then they're sending it back to your heart. Feel it when it comes back. Feel it so full of gratitude because of what you did. You sent out a wave of love, and that wave is coming right back at you. And I feel the angels smiling. I feel God's energy, just really pleased that we're all bonding together. I feel tears flowing, and it's making me cry. So whoever's crying, I'm with you. We're with each other. You are not alone. You are not alone. Feel into that blessing of being held, of being supported, of being with a group of people that care. And let's give gratitude right now. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Thank you, Ascended Masters, and all of our spirit guides, whether it's an angel, an Ascended Master, or maybe it's somebody in your ancestry, somebody that comes through to guide you through this time. We love you. We honor you for being in our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to honor each one of you that's gathered together, lending your energy. You are beautiful. And aren't we all beautiful in what we do and how we feel and how we love? So it was a very powerful emotional moment that we shared together. Feel into that energy in your heart. Let's hold that love, that big chi ball of energy. Let's hold it in our heart space right now. Let's breathe in a big breath and let's say to the universe, to the earth, to God, to the angels, to the masters, let's say I love you. Shouting it out with your energy. I love you.
I love you.
We talked earlier about passion. Really put passion into your love when you send those thoughts and those words out to the universe. Really hold that feeling inside when you say the words. And now let's go from heart to heart with our heart telephone. And I'm just sending gratitude to our beautiful Deirdre that came up with the title of what this is. I love it. This is something we've adopted to do every day. And she gave it something that we can put a name to. Us humans love to put names to things. And that's okay because it helps keep it in our minds. So our heart telephone works this way for anyone who hasn't done it before. You hold that love, all that love we just gathered, you hold it in your heart. And you envision that you can physically see that person standing beside of you that's gathered here with us. You see someone on each side and you reach out and you take their hand. Really grip their hand today. Give them a big squeeze and let them know, I'm here for you. I'm standing with you, right beside you. And then you're going to look to your left today. Let's go to the left. And you're going to say to that person, hopefully out loud, if you're in a place you can do that, say to that person, I love you.
I love you.
And then wait for it to come back. Just wait a minute. Because it's going to gather so much energy going around the group, traveling from heart to heart. These words that were expressed are energy, so it adds to that energy of love and expands it. And when it reaches your heart, as it's gone around the circle, really let it expand out from you. Feel that love totally immersing you in it, in every ounce of your body. And then let's shout out to the group, as we shout out to the universe, to all inhabitants of Earth. I love you. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I love you.
And I do love you. We are so grateful to all of you in this group. We're so grateful for this time together and for this love together. And I'll turn you around so you can see our teary eyes, at least my teary eyes. That was a very emotional energy that I felt coming through, and I felt lots of tears flowing. And I'm such an empath, I can't let somebody cry and me not cry. So there, cried with you. Thank you. Thank you to all of you who were here. God bless you in
Good
your
morning.
life, whatever's going on in your life. I love you. And to those of you who came in while we were doing the prayer, hopefully you were able to feel that energy as we gathered together to do this.
Yes.
Thank you. Tears and yawns. There you go.
Yep.
Blessings, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it was so powerful, wasn't it?
Yeah, and happy Good Friday.
Yes.
It's Good Friday today, so
enjoy your day.
Yeah, it's a holiday weekend, and we're all doing it a little differently this year. So, however you're going to celebrate or not celebrate, or if you're in Passover, or so whatever your means are. But it's a wonderful weekend for contemplation. And also for letting the child come out in you, do your own Easter egg hunt, or color Easter eggs or something.
Come on to Enlightened World and do an Easter egg hunt with us. And the important thing is to, some people were used to gathering with family or friends to have that Easter dinner, that Easter celebration.
Yeah.
The important thing is not to focus on what you don't have, that you don't have that this year. Focus on what you do have. You have the ability to do this virtually. You have the ability to gather your family, to sit around the dinner table and have dinner with them. So focus on that. Let that be what's the focus and the energy that you're putting out to the universe. Some gratitude. I'm so grateful every day for all the things that we do have. And so just the reminders, 10 o'clock we're doing a silent meditation for half an hour. Pop onto that. Go over to Jeryl to the workshop and the Angelic River family. Yeah. And then celebrate Easter with us. We'd love to have you at Easter time, at 1:30 Eastern time. Come and do Easter with us.
And of course, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. And
Luann's going to FaceTime. Yeah, we have the technology. We can do this, people. We can do this. We got this.
And for those of you, I know, like with mine, my parents don't really know how to do that well or anything. So we talked on the phone, and we're going to have a celebration afterwards.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of ways to get through it.
Ways.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here. We'll see you tomorrow on this show and on some of the other stuff that's going on.
I love you. Have a great day, and have a miracle today.
Yeah. Create that miracle.
Yeah, create it.
Thoughts. With your thoughts. And to all of those that put your prayer requests in, I know they were heard. I felt it in my heart. They were heard. Yes, they were. So have faith and trust. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
We got this. You got it, girl.